Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Vice Chair Collins. I know you all both have a great passion for the bill that we are under consideration. As we near the end of our subcommittee markups, I'd like to thank the leaders of this committee and all of my fellow committee members. Chair Murray and Vice Chair Collins have once again delivered on their promised commitment to regular order, and I hope that continues on the floor, and we've heard that echoed by several other members today. The Labor-HHS Appropriations Bill is one of the most difficult appropriations bills to negotiate and is the largest non-defense discretionary bill. This is the second year that Senator Baldwin and I have been at the helm of the Labor-HHS subcommittee, and I'm pleased to say that once again we present a bipartisan bill to the full committee. I want to thank her for her hands-on, dedicated passion that she brings to the table as the chair. The bill continues our bipartisan record from last year and maintains all long-standing riders and does not include any new controversial riders. The bill includes a number of bipartisan member priorities, such as, and the chair enumerated many of these, and I'm going to go through a few that are important to me, such as greater investments in America's biomedical research, child care, mental health, workforce, strengthening biodefense, and continuing efforts to combat the opioid epidemic. Our bill provides an increase of $2 billion for the National Institutes of Health to still prioritize basic research in the United States. The bill does not provide funding for the Wuhan Institute of Virology or Echo Health. The NIH investment restores cures funding for the Cancer Moonshot, Brain Initiative, and All of Us research program. We have also provided targeted increases for research in such areas as Alzheimer's, mental health, women's health, maternal health, and cancer, including a $20 million increase for the Childhood Cancer STAR Act. As we provide a $25 million increase, we also provide a $25 million increase to the NIH IDEA program that provides funding to 23 of our states that historically had lower levels of NIH funding, including our state of West Virginia. This program has been so important for research at West Virginia institutions like WVU and Marshall universities. Today's bill also builds on our efforts to fight the continued problem of substance abuse, particularly fentanyl, which remains a serious problem in the country and particularly in our state of West Virginia. The bill provides $4.6 billion for addiction treatment, prevention, research, and recovery programs. It continues a multi-pronged approach, including efforts to slow the addiction epidemic, $1.6 billion for the state opioid research response grants to address the opioid epidemic ways that suit individual state needs, $2 billion for the substance use prevention and treatment block grant, and $660 million for the NIH Helping to End Addiction Long-Term or NIH HEAL initiative. This bill also provides significant resources in our health workforce. I am sure everyone at this table and everybody in this room, anytime you visit a health facility, workforce challenges are rampant across the country in the health field. It helps to increase the number of counselors, social workers, peer support specialists, and clinical professionals to respond to the addiction crisis, which will help our providers. Health workforce training investments are also included to educate and retain nurses and to grow the number of geriatric providers to care for our aging population. That would be Senator Kennedy. Couldn't resist. The Labor-HH bill again prioritizes our children, starting with early childhood education all the way to college to make sure our students are prepared for the jobs today, but also in the future. Specifically, a $1.6 billion increase to the Child Care and Development Block Grant that many of us had asked for, a $700 million increase to Head Start to support our early childhood education, $280 million increase for Title I to support students in low-income schools, $300 million increase for IDEA grants to states, which provides special education services for students with disabilities, and the $100 increase to the Maximum Pell Award for a total of, the Maximum Pell Award will go to $7,495 for the 25-26 school year. I've just described several bipartisan programs we have included to improve the lives of Americans, and I encourage my colleagues to support this Labor-HHS bill. I am going to thank our staff again. Senator Baldwin did a good job, but I would like to start with her staff. Mike Gentile, Mark Leish, Megan Mott, Catherine Temujin, Aaron Dugan, Amanda Beaumont, Claire Montero, and Janie Delaney. On my Labor-HH staff, we were texting at 4 o'clock in the morning this morning, Lindsay Seidman, Ashley Palmer, and Emily Slack. In my personal office, my chief, J.T. Jazerski, James Mann, Thompson Moore, Dana Richter, and Mimi Vance, and the full committee staff that helps all of our subcommittees, Clint Trocchio and Ben Hammond and the wonderful GPO team. So thank you again to the chair and to the vice chair.